Good morning, mofos. How's it going today? I need to be able to see. It's Monday, April 22nd, 2019. It's a shitty rainy day out here in Victoria, BC. Well, it's not too shitty. It's not too cold. It's nice in my trailer this morning. 20 degrees. So that means it's probably not too bad outside. So, welcome to Morning Tea with Freddie. That's the name of my new YouTube show. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just smoking weed and talking to people because my phone is like another human being. And so instead of sitting here and talking to myself, I talk to the phone and all one of you. Yeah, so yesterday was Easter. Hope everybody had a good Easter. Well, technically, I guess today's Easter. It's Easter Monday. Look at how scraggly looking I am. Handsome as ever. Oh, and here's my tea, my brown water, my brown hot water. Green tea, no additives, no sugar, no milk. And hot as hell. Woo-wee. Yeah, so it is green tea with raspberry, strawberry, and pomegranate in it. Which means fuck all. It's green tea. It doesn't taste like much. But I've adopted this new habit of drinking tea because I think that warm things in your stomach are good for you. I know lots of people who are thin and healthy and they drink tea after every meal, and I've read up on that. And it does aid in digestion in some cases. Not all. Jesus, look at that. I just noticed my nose is all crooked again. I mean, it's not crooked again. Of course, it's crooked again because it's crooked. It's actually not crooked. It's just that there's a lump on the side of it that is taking a very long time to go away from when I fell on my face. Yeah, that's what MS does to people. It's not this, okay? Just because I had a toke before I fell doesn't mean anything. Mind yourself. Yeah, so yesterday was Easter. I deep fried a turkey. Turned out I left it in for about 5 minutes too long because when I put the turkey in, the temperature drops down on the oil, right? Which is normal. So I usually tell people get the temperature up really high, above 400 degrees. Drop the turkey in, shut the gas off, drop the turkey in, turn the gas back on. Like, get that gas back on right away because you got to get the temperature back up. Because that cold turkey will lower the temperature a lot. So one of the things you should do if you're going to deep fry turkey is take the turkey out of the fridge at least a half an hour before you cook it. Get it warm. I know, it goes against all the fucking rules, but trust me, it'll be fine. You're not going to develop salmonella in 30 minutes. Plus, the turkey's not going to be warm the whole time. It's going to be cold most of the time. And it'll still be cool to the touch when you put it in. But trust me, take it out for a half hour, let it sit, then drop it in. You get less bubbling. Warmer the bird is. But when I did it this time, the temperature dropped down. Really down, like 20 degrees. And I realized it was because it was a little bit windy. So I put the lid on the deep fryer and got it perfect. But I thought, okay, so the temperature was down for a good 10, 15 minutes. I thought I'll just leave it in for an extra 5 minutes at the end to compensate. Maybe it'll come out perfect. Nope. Don't leave it in for an extra 5 minutes. Get your meat thermometer out and test it. Because mine was overdone. A little bit, the skin was a little bit crispy. Which is no big deal with a deep fried turkey, but Make no mistake, the meat was still delicious, nice and juicy, but could have been better. Yeah, so it was me and Bob. We ate the Thanksgiving turkey, and Nate ate a steak with nothing else. No potatoes, no turnip, no nothing. No veggies, just a big old slab of red meat, barely cooked. It was different. Kelly and Oliver weren't here, so it was just me and Bob. We tried to eat a 15-pound turkey. We didn't get too far. I don't even think we ate a half pound. So yeah, lots of leftover turkey. So with this whole YouTube thing, I'm like, what am I gonna do with this? Am I just wasting my time? Probably. Nobody will ever watch these, but maybe this is how YouTubers get started. I know nothing. The only thing I watch a bit of Joe Rogan online, which I'm going to talk about. I got 10 minutes. So, Joe Rogan has a podcast. And for the longest time, because he's had it for quite a while, I think, years. And for the longest time, I was like, I don't even want to see that because I don't like that guy. And I don't know why. I just thought I didn't really like him. So, and there were reasons, I guess. There was reasons because I heard that he thought the moon landing was fake. What else did he think? He was one of those conspiracy theorist guys, and I think that was kind of his angle, was mildly conspiracy theorist. Not full on, just mild. So he thought the moon landing was fake, and we'll focus on that. And I'm like, how can you think that? Like, fuck. It would be so hard to pull that off, to fake the moon landing. By now, it was such a long time ago. It was in the 60s, for crying out. I can't remember what year it was. 60. I don't know. I think I was born. Maybe not. Maybe 65 or something like that. I can't remember. I was born in 67. But anyways, I'm thinking, how could somebody think the moon landing was fake? I wish I could think of the other things he thought. Oh, the vaccinations, I think. I don't know. I shouldn't comment on that. No, forget I said that. It was just the moon landing. We'll focus on that because that's the one I know for sure. There's something interesting happened that kind of made me like the guy. So he was all, no, never happened, blah, 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 and trying to prove it. And in the process, realized how big of a fool he was. How ridiculous the idea of faking the moon landing or flat earth or, any of that shit is. It's just ludicrous. It's kind of the same as Christians thinking the earth is only 20,000 years old. A little bit ludicrous. I don't care about your religion or anything, but come on. We can see that the earth is a lot older than that. But who really knows, about that shit? But anyways, the moon landing. Back to the moon landing. So, he realized how ridiculous the idea of faking the moon landing was, and he admitted it. Well, you don't see that too much. And I kind of I watched a few of the things about him on YouTube. They were part of his podcast, though. And I was like, yeah, he gets it now. He realizes how stupid the idea was of thinking the moon landing was faked. How many people would have to be involved? How many people would have to keep a secret? How many people along the way would have been, like, I don't know, just craziness. But so what I liked about it was that he came out and he said, listen, man, I was wrong. And I'm like, hey, maybe he's an actual human being. So I don't know. The guy could be a total fucking doofus in real life. He probably is. I mean, he's into UFC. I mean, I'm not against UFC, but I'm not for it either. I mean, there's something macabre about watching two guys beat themselves bloody in a fucking ring. I expect to see the crowd all naked, having orgies and fucking pouring blood on each other. Like, what the fuck? But, I mean, who knows? Who knows what he's really like? Any kind of celebrity or anything. I used to love Ted Nugent. I fucking grew up thinking Ted Nugent was the fucking ultimate. And then I watched a video online of someone asking Ted Nugent for an autograph on a guitar. And I get it. No big deal. I get what he was saying, but he went off on a tangent on this guy and said he wanted $100 for the autograph. The dude's a fucking multi-millionaire. What the hell you need $100 for? Are you fucked? But no, and he said to the guy, and this is where I kind of get it, because he goes to the guy, he goes, hey, look, man, he goes, you buy a cheap fucking guitar. He goes, I sign it, and all of a sudden it's worth thousands. And I thought, well, maybe that's what he's doing. But I thought that artist would say, well, what's your name, right? So they can go, hey, Steve, fucking blah, blah, blah. And then it's kind of hard to sell it, right? Because it's got a name, unless they sell it to another Steve. But then I realized, like, the way Ted went off on him, called him a bunch of names and everything, and I'm thinking, what a dick. All you had to do is just walk away. You're a fucking multi-millionaire. Why do you gotta have a petty little squabble with some dude over $100 on a fucking autograph? Fuck off. Fuck you, you fucking idiot. So now my policy on Ted Nugent is, I still like a few of his tunes. Motor City Madman, fucking wang, bang, sweet poontang, fucking love that shit. All right, it's the wango, the tango, wango here, yeah. Anyways, yeah, so Ted sucks. Music, cool. New music probably sucks. But I don't know. I'm not a music guy. I mean, I'm a music guy, but I'm not a music critique guy. Don't care. So back to Joe Rogan. You go, the dude fessed up. And then so I watched a few more of his shows, right? And I was like, he takes a bit of a, he's fairly intelligent. Or he must do his research right before the shows. Either that or he's intelligent. I mean, I'm not going to take it away from him. He could be really smart. Who knows? But I was impressed on a few of his shows how he could converse about subjects that were important. And I was like, maybe I should give this guy a break. And so I've watched a few more of his shows. I still can't stand to watch 3 fucking hours. Although he did a show recently with Alex Jones, and they had a falling out and everything. I kind of had to get caught up on that stuff. And I watched the whole show with Alex Jones. I mean, holy fuck, that guy's crazy, man. So Joe Rogan slid back on my rating scale a little bit when he was like engaging with Alex Jones. Thought it was funny. And then the disposition with Alex Jones, believe it or not, that was like 3 hours, and I watched all of that. And again, that dude, it makes you go, how do so many people follow this guy? Because apparently he's got tons of followers online and everything. Well, they took him offline. They kicked him offline, which I don't really necessarily agree with. I mean, I'm not a big Constitution guy, if that's what you want to call it. But freedom of speech, and shit like that. Freedom of speech is the big one for me. You should be able to say whatever the fuck you want. But we all know you can't. It's a joke. It's a myth. 13 minutes, sorry. I'm over my 10-minute mark. My tea is delicious. My brown water. Yum, 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 yum. Green tea that's actually brown. Or maybe it's because I got a yellow mug. I don't know. Does green and yellow make brown? Sounds like it. I know what makes brown. Anyway, so yeah, Joe Rogan. We're still on the fence with Joe. We'll see. I have Netflix now. I hate it. I mean, I like it, but I hate it. Thanks, Oliver. I appreciate you giving me the Netflix thing, but man, there's too much shit on there to watch. And then you pick something to watch, you start watching, you go, this sucks. So yeah. Ring. Does anybody remember that? Ring. Telephone. Yeah, so me had tried to find shit to watch on TV. Or no TV. I got 2 TVs in here, but I have no signal. So everything I do, I watch it on my phone. On this little about 4 or 5 inch screen. I think it's 5.5. 5.5 inches or something like that. But yeah, Kelly's like, don't you get sick and tired of watching that stuff on your phone? I'm like, no, I don't know. I don't really care. I should not be on it as much as I am. I should be, well, I would be riding my bike today. I rode my bike day before yesterday, Saturday, because yesterday was Sunday. I went for a big ride, put like 50K on, and I have MS, so last night when I was sleeping, I kept waking up and I was getting fucking cramps in my calves and cramps in the arch of my one foot. The one in my foot is there a lot, and it hurts. And it's constant. Well, it's not constant, but it's there every day, maybe fucking 10 times a day. Whenever I try to relax my foot, if I'm not like, don't got it flat down on the floor, so I kick my foot up or something, that's when the cramps hit. And man, they hurt like a son of a gun. You got to move your foot all around to get them to stop. But they don't really stop. Like, it's there right now, to be honest with you. But it's just a little bit. It feels like if I was to stretch out my foot, I'd have a full-on cramp. And I don't want to. I don't need to do that. So the next subject for me is leaving for Ontario, which is going to be soon, but I'm not exactly sure when. In 2 days, I think, on the 26th, 3 days maybe. Like, I just read you the date and I don't remember what it was, 22nd? 22nd. 26th, anyways. That's when I take my truck in for an oil change. And I asked them to do what they call a peace of mind inspection, because I'm going to be driving it across the country and I'm towing a trailer, right? So they're going to do that. And I'm assuming that I need brakes. I think they're going to say, if you weren't going on a trip, you could wait another 1,000K to do your brakes. But you're about to put 4,000, almost 5,000 kilometers on your truck. Don't want to have to stop halfway and get a brake job. You know, so I'm assuming that's what's going to happen. I'll update you next week, let you know. Well, I won't have to update you, you'll know, because I'll probably come on here and go, fuck's sakes, man, it's going to cost me fucking $2,000 to get my truck back. Yeah, $2,000. That's a guess. So you know I'm probably wrong. And probably not in my favor. But then once I get that, I'm going to try to sell this trailer, I think. I don't know what else to do. Thought about selling my utility trailer and just loading all my shit into here, but then that puts way too much weight in here. I don't want to do that. Because I got tools and I got weights and shit like that. So yeah, I think I'll take my utility trailer home to Ontario and sell this one. This is being my camping trailer, 30-foot Dutchman. That I lived it all winter. Well, you can't say I lived in it because I was using the bathroom at my brother's house sometimes. Like, you know, number 1 in the trailer, number 2 in the house. Shower in the house. I have a little thing from a restaurant that you can put your dishes into. You know, that a busboy would use to clean tables. I have one of those, so I take my dishes in, do my dishes in the house. Just hang out here, so I'm not in everybody's way inside. Because there's 4 people living in a 3-bedroom house. And then me out here. So, it would be a little crowded in there. Probably uncomfortable. And I can't smoke this in the house. Shouldn't smoke it in here either, but I forgot to turn the fan on. Shit. Okay, people. We're done. Okay, welcome to the first tea with Freddie. Have yourselves a great, if it's Easter for you, because it's Easter Monday, then have a great Easter. If not, I hope you had a good one yesterday. If you don't celebrate such pagan rituals, then have a good fucking day. Cheers.